Welcome to BIOMUTANT. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. More than a flesh wound.
हाँ तो वहाँ तेरे को चैट दिख राइट राइट में चैट दिख रही है हाँ दिख रही है और क्या तो दे रही है प्लीज प्लीज अरे तेरा और क्या दे रही है तो चल देखो कीजिए देख वॉचिंग आने लगे मेरे को अरे चैट में बात निकल कैसे हो थोड़ा ग्राफिक कम करते हैं चैट भी देखनी पड़ती है नंबर जोकर ही स्ट्रीम मैसेज कर रहा एक थोड़ी देर में मुंडी घुमाते रहने क्या था
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.
टॉयलेट करते हैं वहाँ
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the... He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know. Practice makes... You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. The next generation will pay for the mistakes of the last. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what... Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upscale. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. You're not in this world to live up to his expectations, but he hopes you're never going to have to use that weapon of yours. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. That makes him wonder why you were here looking for it. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. You won't need excuses if you are strong in your conviction. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll leave the quick part to you. You're the martial artist, after all. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you've found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure, though, your Muma thinks it all takes up too much space in the house. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Can't see.
Your Muma says it's about time you got.
Kalino?
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Kanamunta. Kalino?
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Kanaruta. Dere?
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Sana yote. Anora kapapon.
You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet.
Sana yote.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Ruhemuktono.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Ferena masalapu dropa.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Ruhemuktono. Inadabsunka.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Vaseno kasaman warut.
Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her. Catchy.
Domale tu.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Tateko babasakting.
She's happy you appreciate what others do for you.
Inadabsunka. Katyaktopoluta.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Tukonda.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Antoro.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Ansonbara.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Chialdo male canoro tono.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop UltraGear from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must...
Masanmal.
He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is coming, whether she's ready for it or not.
Polakudo. Andro? Verena masalapu.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has... She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Looking better than ever. You wear those well. Looks like it'll work. Dust it off and start cutting. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Well placed. Right between the eyes. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the far Fnacky leaves and let it go. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides on. As long as you're happy about it. Stylish as stylish can be. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was, look, an emergency box from the old days when, wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. That's interesting. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? The Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long? That notice board? filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw... well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid it. A flush seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Let's see. It really is a different world underground. Finding things both here and there. Never. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it. Good thing you're not claustrophobic. What looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. Guess you still want more than that. Don't trip. You found the track. Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. No, it was never nice. It was new once, but that's not nearly the same thing. Just being new never lasts. The tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. Do you feel safer or more exposed in the dark? Wood scrap's great for building things. It's the chug yard. Amazing how the forest is doing so well, while the tree of life is dying. This box once tailed a chugger-chugger. Now it's just off track. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Smash that trash! Misery. That paid off. The world is getting colorful again. Bomber Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Yuck! Biohazard. Sickening. Your eyeball. Let's see. Let's see. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on a... I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory... He'd lie if he claimed it was all good. You changed after your Mooma and Popsy passed, and he understands why you had to leave. The old village being a constant reminder of what happened. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Loopa Loopin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't... Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Beat out that spark before it starts.
It was so young, so fragile. It had so much to give.
Better to take it down now while you still can.
Fire catches. Eventually.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction? Supposes that's all any of us can do. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. Figures everyone does. They seem unusually dedicated to finding them. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make... There are more crates from before the apocalypse left out in the wild. Easy to find if you keep an eye out. You should be able to gather enough scrap to upgrade the Mekton from them. Oh no! Rain! Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Crack-a-doodle. Tandem defeat. You're not dead yet. It's so active out here with the light. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chug. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. Look at that, right in the chug yard. Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures. Of course not, but they get you closer to wherever you might want to go. Good work finding that track. They can teach you so much about the world. Keep looking for more. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. little lives here. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Glad to see some wood scrap there. It's a new day to you. Might as well enjoy it. This day is as good as it's going to get. That's more like it. Gross. This place stinks. Are you scared yet? It's getting dark. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. If you can, you should try to convince the captain to give up the outpost and join your cause. They're ready to enter the... Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Spot. Wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Stick in the key. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe won't hesitate to carve out some revenge on those who hurt them. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Here's the second line of defense. Better stay clear of the red ray. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the... Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too.